The president of the African Development Bank, AFDB, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, has appealed to African countries to leverage on the continent's strength in the agriculture sector so that poverty can be eradicated faster. According to Dr. Adesina, with the largest arable land to feed the world population, Africa should not be spending $40 billion annually on importing food. And that's food for thought. The former Minister of Agriculture under the administration of Dr. Goodluck Jonathan was in Ogun State to receive a Doctor of Science honorary quota at the Obafemi Awolowo University.
Is what Africa has going for it. Today, Africa has 65% of all the arable land left in the world to feed 9 billion people by 2050. It's right here in Africa. Africa spends today, however, $35 billion a year importing food. It's importing what it can produce and what it should be exporting. And the more we actually import what we should be producing, we simply export wealth and we import poverty. And to lift the over 500 million people that live on less than $1.25 a day out of poverty, we have to totally transform agriculture. Over 70% of our population depend on agriculture for their livelihoods. And we shouldn't get used to poverty. Poverty is not a normal thing. We must change that. And I'm very passionate about the fact that we have to work to actually lift hundreds of millions of people out of poverty. Africa produces today 75% of all the cocoa in the world. Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Cameroon, and Ghana. 75% of all the cocoa in the world. But we account for 2% of all the value of chocolates in the world. And that value is $100 billion a year. So it means that if we process what we produce into all kind of high-value products, no doubt that the future millionaires and billionaires will always be in agriculture. Because nobody drinks oil, nobody smokes gas, but everybody eats food. And that's why I'm very determined as president of the African Development Bank that we will change agriculture completely.